shit. So what you think about what you think about the relationships and the 50-50 bill split?
That's interesting because I was just thinking about like relationships on the way over here. I was like, I think the 50-50 bill split is like, it depends on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Federline was a kept man. Brittany wasn't complaining. She was doing her thing.
But that wasn't 50-50 though, right?
I mean, I guess that was like the other way. 50-50 actually, I don't know. 50-50 seems weird. It seems like y'all not really in a relationship. Like,
yeah, I don't even know if I could fix my mouth to just be like, hey, yeah, so.
Yeah. The bill is $14. Real 7.
Yeah, or like just like you'll have to remind like, hey, the rent coming up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I need your half. Or some people say like they switch it up, like you pay the rent. A lot of girls say that they don't want to pay the rent, that they don't mind paying the gas or maybe the phone bill, but they don't want to pay the rent. I've heard that too.
Dang, yeah, that could be interesting in the like. When do you get there? Like when do you just start the relationship and you because y'all don't just move right in. So
you can't start off like, hey yo, I'm looking for someone to go half on like.
So I was thinking today, right? I was like, damn man, like I feel like a lot of times people don't do shit correctly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like there's certain girls, and I don't even think it's nothing wrong with it. It's just like you know what you want. You know what I'm saying? And certain girls will target a certain type of man.
Okay.
And certain girls will target athletes.
Okay.
And a lot of the girls that I see targeting athletes, I don't feel like they're approaching it correctly.
Okay.
And I feel like it's like, dang, like y'all don't like do y'all homework on like you don't even know what it's like to even or like not what it's like, but like when you actually get the man that's an athlete, you don't even understand how to be with an athlete. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you're not taking the time to like understand the sport.
Right.
Understand what it's
like what they need from you.
Yeah, but like what they need from you, like or what it looks like to be in a relationship with this particular man.
Right,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? What
Well,
is
that's
he,
what I'm
what is
saying.
he,
When
what
you
is he
say
looking
that, I feel like every relationship is kind of different. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, well, maybe if y'all were struggling, you probably should put in. If you see me just working 3 jobs and I'm still not making it.
But this is like this is like outside of the 50-50. This is like
that's
you know
what I'm
what I mean?
saying. That's clearly like 50-50.
This is not
out
this
the
is
window.
not 50-50. This is just like okay, you cause you obviously like if you just was to ask right away like and not knowing like most girls that's pursuing dudes, you be like, all right, well, what can you offer them?
Right.
They'll be like, like and get defensive.
I mean, what do you? I feel like most girls will say they're his piece some type of way, but
but look, like this the thing, like that's where you gotta zoom out, assess, and be like, okay, what do they really like? Like, what do they really need from me? You know what I mean? What can I really offer? And in that, it's like you can understand like, okay, if I was gonna be with this man for like a long term type of thing, I was gonna be his wife, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to marry an athlete. Then I think one would understand like first the sport, and what goes into the sport, how obsessed he is with the sport. One, how like what I feel like an athlete is gonna want is like he's gonna want to come home and everything be set. You know what I'm saying? So everything outside of sports, if you could handle that for me, that would be incredible.
Or he might want a wild freak at all times.
But I mean, I think that's
people,
all men though. Like
okay,
that
right,
ain't nothing
right.
special. That ain't like that's not offering me nothing. I could go get that anywhere.
Okay.
But can you like run the household?
Okay.
Can you make sure the garden is clean? Can you hire the best gardener, the best pool man? Do you know how to hire a nanny? Can you vet my chef out? Can you make sure the kids is getting to their doctor visits? Understand what the best schools is? Do you understand how to get everybody paid, how to tap in with the financial advisor. Hey, this is this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like let me just hoop.
See, but I think most women who would be getting with an athlete would imagine that they would be getting with an athlete to not do any of those things.
And that's where they fucking up at. That's where they fucking up at, because it's like, I heard Vanessa Bryant say this one time where she was like talking about certain girls, and she was talking about how she was not like certain girls because they don't know, you know, she the one in the background holding it down.
Right.
While Cole could just go, yeah, that's why he could go do 3 practices a day, and because I'm holding the kids down, I'm writing all the checks, I'm making sure everything is straight at the house. So when he come home, he could just damn near go to sleep, hang with the babies a little bit, and then boom, he out again.
Right.
And that's what I'm wondering, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some are, maybe some aren't. I don't know. But if you wanted to, that's how I would be looking at it. Like, what do they really want?
What do they need?
Yeah, what do they need? What can I offer? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could I really offer?
Creating a need. I think a lot of people don't know how to really create a need. But you know, the interesting thought that I had was getting with an athlete is like going through inflation very fast.
What you mean?
Yeah, okay. Getting with an athlete is like going through inflation really fast. Here's like, you might not be, let's say you're used to a $5,000 a month life. That's what you're used to. That's what you're used to.
Yeah,
your expenses being. Now you got with this athlete and the expenses are $30,000 a month.
Exactly.
And now when you leave the athlete, you actually your expenses might now be like $18,000, but your income was still at the $5,000, and you 3 times out your tax bracket.
Nah, well, I don't think so.
Because
I don't think you wouldn't leave with bills. You think you would leave with bills?
Definitely. The lifestyle's a bill. Like, for instance, like if you've been telling everybody that you drive a particular type of car or stay in a particular type of condo or neighborhood or something like that, and now you're not with the person that was supplying that extra income, you're gonna have to go back to where you were.
Yeah, you'll just go back.
Or you then gained a lot of bills fast. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they gained a lot of bills fast and they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So you see people start scheming or have to get with another athlete real fast. You know what I'm saying? He like, how she got with someone else real fast because she got another bill coming up. You know what I mean? She don't have time to really sit there and sob. You know what I'm saying?
You think
they can't go back? Wait, first
you talking about lifestyle change,
bro? Lifestyle changes. You can't go back. This is what I'm saying.
You
okay.
Can.
No, you can.
You gotta go back.
No, you can, but you can, but you can't. It costs sometimes a lot of money to go back. So, like, let's say that someone says, okay, get me a car in my name, right? And get me an apartment in my name. Some people will pay it in their name. Cool. But some people get it in your name, and a lot of people
think that's what I mean. Like, this is not a real woman. You don't even know how to conduct business to understand, like, in foresee, like, okay, so what if we break up? Then I got this car in my name. I don't really make no money.
Hey, I'm not
like,
agreeing with you.
That's not an adult. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
No. I'm just saying. No, but I'm saying that's not smart.
Right.
And I'm saying a lot of people ain't smart.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm trying to, like, I that's just me. Like, I try to help people. Like,
right.
You feel me? I want to put people on game.
If you feel like a woman got with an athlete, then should she keep her current apartment and car and things like that?
I think it just depends on where they are in the relationship. Like, I think sometimes girls is so in survival mode that they just so quick to just move in with them, where it's like, hey, you know he's seen that, right? You know he's seen that shit look thirsty, right? Like, you know that's why he treating you the way he treating you, right?
Right.
Because he ain't really respecting you.
So then you have to kind of keep your own stuff.
I mean, yeah, until it's like a real thing. Like, let like a year or 2 pass by or something to know that it's real.
That's difficult right there, though. Like, if you're an NBA star, letting a year or 2 pass by while you're playing basketball and you got a lot of money, that might be easy. But if I'm paying my day-to-day bills and now I'm taking out some time to talk to you, it might be very hard to pay my bills
it
unless
just
you kind of
depends.
paying
Like
them.
that's what I'm saying.
And if you are, I might upgrade my lifestyle.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, what's the time period in which, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
here's what I'm
Like,
saying. You're an
you
NBA
can't-
star.
Like, I'm seeing
I
girls.
can't go to the game in what I got on.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't go around
Because
your friends in what I got on.
first of all, yes, you can.
So you're saying when an NBA star gets with somebody that's clearly under their tax bracket, that person has nothing to live up to. They don't gotta like get their nails done a little better, hair done a little better.
The
wear
nigga met you
anything
like
better.
that. He liked you like that.
Yeah, but his environment's not like that though.
That
The
don't
people
matter.
that you finna be around,
That
he
don't
finna
matter.
take you in a room where all these girls got like.
But he like you. They don't gotta like you.
I mean, I feel it.
And they don't got no images to uphold.
But
Everybody
because
know
he
they got
likes you
bread.
doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be comfortable in every situation because that person likes you though. So that's what I'm saying. Like you may like me, but I might be the loser, bitch, at the game because you not giving me no kind of put on. I look like
damn, the loser, but like that. Like
I'm
that's
just
the
saying
wrong.
I-
You thinking girls got that mentality that they just the
Hell
loser?
yes. I
What?
think that if you an NBA star and you bring me to a game and I'm sitting next to 5 girls that got a purse that's bomb and she got on the, you know, whatever shoes and everything like that, and I'm wearing some Skechers, yes, I'm finna feel away. Yeah, hell
Why?
yes. I don't know. I'm finna feel away. I mean, because you know me, because I didn't design the Skechers. But if I just feel like everybody's not gonna be like.
That's who I am though. Like that's how he met me.
Then
like
why
that.
did she get with you then, NBA star?
Who?
If not to upgrade her life, why get with an NBA star? They're on the road all the
Because
time.
I was attracted to him.
But they're on the road all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like why you? So you think you get
You
with
might have
somebody?
to get with somebody. An
not
NBA star
to-
might have to move states like out of nowhere.
So you telling me that just because I'm in the league and we get together, I gotta upgrade your life immediately.
I'm saying that if we were, you play 2K, right? If we were doing a creative player, you don't got a lot of time. You might have a lot of affection, but you can't show it to me. You got to go to practice. The average person might have a high level of time, attentiveness.
Nah, that's a misconception, bro. That's
You think
a
that the
misconception.
NBA player got more time and attentiveness than the average person to
Factual. The nigga that got a job, he gotta go to his job at 9.
Okay.
The nigga get off at 5.
Okay.
Then the nigga got how many hours till he got about 4 hours till he go to sleep. Then he only got the weekends off, he tired. League niggas go to practice for about an hour or 2 a day, then they be at home.
But what about the days that they got to play? What about the role games that they got to do?
The game is at 7. The game at 7. I don't gotta go in.
I'm in another state.
Yeah, but the road trip only like 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. People be so
2
misinformed.
weeks is a long
you sound
time for a lot of-
misinformed.
I'm saying 2. Okay,
Nah.
I'm not. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not an NBA player.
I know.
I would imagine that I have more time than the average person. I don't have as much time as these girls be swearing that niggas have. I'm just being real. I don't know where these niggas get all this time, but the average nigga clearly got a lot of time because these girls is used to a lot of times they be going on a bunch of dates. The average NBA player ain't gonna be able to go on a bunch of dates with you. A date is
Who
gonna
told
be
you that?
a date is gonna be a thing to them. I'm just thinking about a person's life. An average celebrity, period, can't go on a bunch of dates with you because a date to you just might be going to a restaurant. They can't just go to every restaurant. They can't just be seen everywhere at any time. It's going to be a different dating experience. I'm just saying the dating experience with an NBA player is not the same dating experience as a 9-to-5 person. And in some ways, you would expect to be compensated better. That's the reason why they're heavily sought out. They're not heavily sought out because their body in shape. They heavily sought out because somebody thinks that they got a higher compensation in something about your life and to be better. So what about your life does get to be better then?
That's a crazy
So
misconception.
nothing gets to be good about your life when you dating an NBA player? Like
No,
they
it
not
can.
finna
You
level
gotta
up?
build up to that though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about coming in the door. The door.
Nah, I gotta build up. It like
Month
dog,
one.
If you like, so just because you don't work, I gotta like I gotta bring you up to a certain level as soon as we just
I'd
start.
imagine. I'm not saying that it has to happen. I'm imagining that the average person, that's gonna be on their mind. That's all I'm saying.
Why would it be on their mind? That's like a
Because it's
low.
the average person. That's just a thing that
That's
they
what
gonna
I'm
think.
saying. That's the
Here's something the average person thinks. When you go out with people that you know don't have as much money as you, do they normally pull out their checkbook or expect you to pay?
They probably expecting me to pay.
It's just an average thing. Once a person
Yeah, but I'm not
thinks
buying
that you
their
got more
clothes for
money,
the dinner either, though.
I'm not saying
They
that,
gonna
but
come in
once
the
they think
clothes
you
that
got
they-
more money, they like, it's kind
Nah,
of
but that's what
expected.
you saying.
A lot of people. Well, they,
No, but you saying,
but the person
yeah,
going to
dinner is
with you,
dinner.
They
but
not
you said
intimate
if
with
she
you, though.
come with the Skechers or whatever,
Right.
in the bags, and the other girls got the bag. No, I'm
don't
not
think-
buying you no bags. I'm not buying no shoes right off the bat. Like, I gotta know that we gonna actually work out.
I agree with you 100% that that's how it should be. I don't agree that that's how it necessarily that's how the common person is thinking. I think the common person is thinking the exact opposite.
That's
and
why they be losing, though.
Well, I would agree, but I'm just saying that, like, but okay, so if you're an NBA player though, or a celebrity, period, what should you be thinking if the average person is thinking that? Like,
Cause it's not even that complex, bro. It's like, look, if we had just met and you ain't even know I was a ball player,
Right.
you wouldn't be asking me to pay your bills and buy you no shoes. And so you just
Right.
do it like a regular relationship, like as if you met somebody you didn't know and you would get to know them. You wouldn't even, if you just met somebody off the street, you didn't know what they do, you wouldn't want to move in their crib right away.
let me ask you something. Let's hypothetically assume that you're doing beats. Like, yeah, you're a producer, right? And your homie, he let's just have a price. You're doing beats for $1,000,
Yeah.
right? $500. Let's say you're doing beats for $500, right?
Yeah.
$500 beat, any beat. And then Chris Brown hits you for a beat. Is it still $500?
Nah, I don't think you're gonna do that.
And
Nah.
that's what most people is thinking. Some reason, yeah, the average nigga, I didn't ask him for none of this shit. But because you're a celebrity, I just feel like I gotta ask you. I feel like when we go out,
But check this
I'm
out.
supposed to be in the limo. I'm supposed to be like you're supposed
The
to get
limo, yeah, I'm in the limo, so you gonna be in the limo.
You seen Set It Off?
Yeah.
How he had just took her out and then he brought her the dress to take her to where he wanted her to go because he didn't want her in the thing. That's like in the movies. They've been taught that already.
Yeah, but that's why we trying to reteach them, reprogram them to know that that's in the movies.
Okay,
that ain't in
okay,
real
okay.
life, P.
Okay.
That's like on some movie shit. That's
So who
and
you seen
your
win?
friends, and that's another thing. Girls be lying to each other like, oh nah, I went to the nigga house, I made him pay me this, I made him do. No, you didn't.
Right.
You lying, and now she trying to go over there and do it, and he looking at her like, what? And now she wondering why the whole vibe off now.
Yeah, the optics of like lying about what happens in relationships is like the main reason why people be fucked up. I don't think nobody really knows what a relationship should be because people are like literally young. Like, bro, my nephew just graduated and I'm looking like, I'm thinking you like 5 in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's been that long. So in time, there's a whole new dating pool out there from someone that I seen born. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I look at is, damn, so for that long, I've been witnessing people lie on what makes a good and bad relationship. So if somebody came up right now, every podcast would have told them to lie.
Yeah,
Relationships
I
they saw
think
would have
that's a
told them
big
lies.
problem, bro. I think that's a big problem. Like niggas lying.
I think the relationship your granny had with your granddad, they was lying. They wasn't telling you everything that was real. Mm-hmm. You know, so
I think
it's
it's
like
a
what
big
is
thing.
real?
Like I think even like my perception, like the perception on Tulum. Like when people be like, "Oh, I want to go to Tulum," I'm already looking at you like, "Oh, you one of them." Like you one of them people that just go places that's cool to like take photos and you ain't even going for you because Tulum is not nice.
Maybe it's just me or maybe I haven't been to the right parts, but I feel that way about the Bahamas. I've never really
What?
I've never really enjoyed it. It's kind of like it's like
Where did you go?
I went, bro, eating the conch in the off parts of the Bahamas. I went through the hood.
Yeah,
I was on
you
the
bugging
resort.
out. You bugging
I
out
was
now.
on the resort where they had all of the resort
What?
stuff at. Bro, I was
Nah,
out
you
there.
wasn't at. What
Let me
resort
put it
was
to
you?
you. Let me put it to you like this: when I went to the Bahamas, I'm doing a hosting with Lyra and Rich Homie Quan. So,
But what resort?
in the same resort Rich Homie Quan staying. I think at that time, what is it, Atlantis? That's
When
out
was
there?
that? Yeah, Atlantis is kind of like the older vibe.
Well,
now.
this is at least 10 years ago.
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, you Atlanta, but I feel like even Atlantis is.
Atlantis just
it's-
reminded me of
it's-
Vegas. It was like,
Yeah,
felt like I was
Bahamas
in
is Vegas on the beach.
yeah, that's what I felt like.
What's not that tough about that?
Maybe because I don't like Vegas. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that's kind of the
maybe.
way I felt. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
really
Bahamas
as
is
big as Vegas.
tough. Tulum is weak. Tulum is like, what we gonna go to the jungle? There's no 5-star hotels in Tulum. Like, it's nothing tough about Tulum. Like, so when niggas like, oh, let's go to Tulum, it's just like Turks. Like, Turks is kind of like, that's a hype too.
Do you want to go anywhere that doesn't have a 5-star hotel? Like maybe
No.
you have to stay in a hut
No,
or something like that.
I don't want to stay in.
You don't want to go camping outdoor, none of that kind of stuff.
Nah.
You wouldn't go camping.
Nah. I don't want to go camping.
But you would do skydiving and
Yeah, I do all that. I'm
And-
gonna
and
swim with the
bungee jumping.
sharks. I'm swim with the whale sharks.
but not camping.
Nah. It's nothing tough about that to me. I go to the cabin though. I go to the cabin.
Well, like every cabin ain't finna be a 5-star cabin though. Or
It's
you
some
want
tough
you-
cabins, bro.
I'm saying, but you.
Shit, I done been to some
I'm
tough
saying-
cabins with movie theaters in them.
I'm
and everything.
saying, do you want a 5-star vibe all the time? That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
You don't never want, like, let me put it to you like this. One time I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and Crystal hosted a club. Columbia doesn't have a 5-star hotel. So first I was kind of a little upset. We get there, I think we might have been staying at the Sheraton or something like that. It was like, yo, bro, I told you at least a 4-star, type of shit, right? And this was their best hotel in the city. One city I stayed at, their best hotel was a Holiday Inn. That was a 5-star hotel. It was like their 4-star hotel, right? But anyway, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. We leave to the strip club. It's like this underground type of strip club, super hood. It was a super great time, but it wasn't the like prime strip club. It wasn't the one that the prime girls is at, none of that kind of stuff. And I just feel like sometimes it's like a more fun vibe. Like I said, I had more fun in the Bahamas when I left outside of the resort.
Let me tell you about fun. So, fun is about the group of people that you are with the same understanding that we're going to go have fun. It don't matter where you go. We could be in this room right here with the same intentions. If we all on the same understanding that we about to have fun, that group is going to have a good time no matter where they go.
Right.
But, yes, when I'm staying somewhere, like I'm about to sleep, I want to stay in a 5-star hotel. But if we going to club, it's a ghetto club. We going to where, like, we going to have fun. It don't really matter where we going.
Okay.
Because it's not such thing.
would
Is
you-
there a such
would you-
thing
would
as
you
a
sleep on the beach?
5-star club?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. Like a posh club, like I would consider. There's definitely some uppity type of clubs that like, oh, I know.
But
when I
it's
go in
like,
this
if you're
club,
going to
it's-
bowling alley, it's not like a 5-star bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? It's
I would
like we
consider
going
Lucky
bowling
Strikes
alley.
to be like maybe a in the.
Oh, well, I don't need to
5-star.
go. I mean, if we going bowling, it don't got to be like, oh, we got to go to Lucky Strike.
Some
You said
people
a 5-star hotel. Like, when
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep there, yeah, I don't want
Would
to
you,
go
would you
sleep
sleep on
there.
the
I
beach?
want to sleep
would
in a
you, would you sleep on the
RV.
beach? I feel like green eggs and ham. Would you sleep on the beach?
I get like it wouldn't be by choice. It would just be on some like if we
Like
just.
not out the country, nothing like, yo, this is dope. This feel amazing. It's warm at night.
I'm just too
let's
much
sleep
of
on
a
the beach.
realist to understand. Like, dog, it's gonna be cold as a motherfucker out there.
Well, some is warm at night. That's what I'm saying.
If it's warm, maybe yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like you need your amenities.
It ain't even really about the amenities. That's just I'm a realist, bro. It's just like on the beach, bro. We gonna sleep the whole 8 hours out there.
Yeah, until the sun
Yeah,
come
it's
up.
gonna be motherfucking bugs, and you don't never know what's going. Cause if it's hot, it must be like a tropical place, and
Right,
the
right.
lizard might pull up on you.
The lizard.
I'm cool. I don't want to. I'm cool. Hey, let's go to the bed. Let's go to the bed. We could be out here. We could take a nap.
A 10 is totally out,
could take
out the
a nap.
picture for you.
I don't prefer it.
Right.
I don't prefer it. Like I don't want to sleep in the RV. I don't want to
An
sleep.
RV trip's out.
I don't want to go on an RV trip. Nah. I don't want to go on an RV trip.
You know, I think I'm gonna come back to you in some years, and that's gonna change. I
Yeah?
think, yeah. I think definitely.
I'm willing to wager.
Huh?
I'm willing to wager.
Oh,
but
within a decade, we'll know each other for another 10 for sure. I feel like you might be on an RV. Like, yo, you coming on the RV trip? I used to fly it, but now I just like actually, it's kind of crazy. I just now flew somewhere, and I was like, damn. I think I'm gonna drive this again because I was kind of like had a phobia like driving across country.
Yeah.
And my dad was like always driving across country, and I'm like, man, what are you doing driving across country?
Yeah.
He was driving an old car, a new car, it wouldn't matter. And the last 2 times I drove across country, I'm like, I kind of don't like flying no more. I don't know. I kind of want to drive now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something about the scenery. I still like the expeditiousness.
no, but everybody's
of flying.
different though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say like, nah, you shouldn't go camping.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't sleep in a tent, and you shouldn't. It's just like
I would say you shouldn't
ask
go
me.
bungee jumping. I don't think nothing comes good out of bungee jumping. What would you bungee jump? So what would you say is like?
Nah, it's just like it's fun. It's just like an adrenaline rush. It's like whatever you think is fun.
Yeah.
And when the experience and the dopamine hit you get from that.
What is it? The adrenaline about it, like feeling like you about to die, or feeling that you not about to die? Like,
Nah, I think it's the speed of it. You know what I mean? And just.
are you ever scared? Is that part of it?
Nah, I think my fear is just set up in a way where I'm not. I think some of our fears are set up differently. Where like, some of us go on the roller coaster and we like, man, I wish it could go faster.
Right.
And that's just not. I don't even know if it's something.
Got you.
Explain.
You want it to go faster?
Yeah, I want it to go faster.
Any roller coaster you're not getting on?
Unless it's just not safe. Like,
Superman.
Nah. Anything at Magic Mountain, all the theme parks, I'm on.
You didn't
I'm
do them
getting
all.
on. Yeah. I didn't
We was just talking about that with my sisters. Like some roller coasters, I'm like once you said the bungee jumping thing, I'm like, nah, that ain't for me.
So, tell me this, right? So, because we kind of gave like a brief on how to date an athlete. So, name some of the girls you done model, right? I mean, you done manage models.
Miracle Watts, Tory Briggs, Lyra Galore, Crystal Renee, Raven Tracy.
That's a good list already, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, look, you have experience with highly sought after girls, pretty girls, right? What would you say to someone, a guy who was trying to get a highly sought after girl? Like, how would you tell them to approach? How would you tell them, like, all right, you want a girl like that? This what you should do.
It's kind of interesting because there's 2 type of guys that those, I wouldn't say just those girls, but girls in general, I see like look for. The guy that they'll say that they want is probably the athlete, rapper, that kind of thing. But the guy that they really want be like the most random a nigga you would never even think is their type, ever. Probably out of shape, probably not groomed well, and I promise you, you'd be like, wait, hold on. Like, I don't want to put Lyra on the spot, but Lyra actually told me one time, like, I'm into ugly dudes. Like, you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't get it. I don't know what your type is. You know what I'm saying? But she really, if you really look down, and I'm only going to say people that people know publicly, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that people would say Rick Ross is a good-looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He might be a rich-looking dude.
Go ahead. Yeah, run it.
Patrick Beverly, You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say, yeah, like, see what I'm saying? Like, no, but in all actuality, when I was managing Lyra and she was talking to him, it was never in a way like, oh, I'm just playing this nigga. It was like, yo, I really like this nigga.
him.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Just me as I don't, but then I started realizing like, I don't know. My sister would come back with dudes that I'm like, what do you see in them? This look like the same kind of dudes that she was into. You know what I'm saying? Like I set you up with a nigga that was like this. If you talk to most girls about rich dudes and you say describe that rich dude in one word, it would probably be lame. That would probably be the number one way that they describe him, lame. I wouldn't think they would say phenomenal or fascinating. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, lame-o. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. So I don't know. Maybe it's a psychology in what they be.
But cause like, so, but they was really attracted to the person or whoever they was talking to.
See, it's like Lyra was attracted to like the athlete that ain't on the athlete shit. Like the Patrick Beverly, probably one of the most normal athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like off the court. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's really what she was attracted to, but still attracted to the lifestyle. Like I think that they're being attracted to the lifestyle.
But there was an attraction there. There was attraction there that she had, that she was just like, but and that's like, that's what I would give advice to like a young man. I'd be like, yo, bro, like, you can't just count yourself out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just how you attracted to what you attracted to.
Right.
You never know what the girl that's highly sought after is attracted to. You
No,
know what I'm
for real.
saying? And you might be psyching yourself out like in the convo with the girl that you really, really like, and you psyching yourself out. Dang, why she like me? Like,
I always say this. I am never anything else but me because I don't want you to be attracted to a persona that is work for me. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm really nice to you and then you like, yeah, I'm attracted to you now, but when I'm around you, I know that it's kind of like this, like if I just do the regular me, you're gonna think that's mean because you're used to me doing this other me that would have offered you a strawberry and you know whatever the hell you wanted. So it's like me, you're gonna fall in love with wherever I am. So when you do, you're gonna fall in love more just by me just waking up, going to sleep. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So.
Nah, that's real. So does Ruby Rose really like Drewski?
You know what is so crazy? I was this close to managing Ruby Rose.
Word.
Yeah, before Ruby Rose became Ruby Rose, right? Ruby Rose probably 18, 19, and I saw her online. I'm like, oh, she has a really dope look. And we met up, and I said, you know what? When you're managing somebody, it's like a motherfucking family. I said, pick a family member because I'm going to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be like your brother or like your dad or like your mom or like your cousin. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be like, man, he like my funny cousin or he getting on me just like my dad. But, you know, when you manage him, pick a family member because I'm finna be one of them. So I was like, I flew Ruby out to Miami solely for just to vibe out and meet. Like, yo, if we've been, like, my meetings are different. It's not like in a room. Like, yo, let's go out to Miami and just see if we could, you know, even
see if we catch a vibe.
Yeah, if
like
we catch a vibe. If we want to work together, if our heads are in the same space. So we just, she had a room, I had a room, but we was just in a room talking all night, right? And it was so crazy because at that time, I didn't think that she was ready to be managed because, like, she was into college. She was young. I was like, yo, your life would change overnight. And I just think that you need a little bit more seasoning before it, you know what I mean, changes. Back then, she was not with the shits. Like, now she's like, understands when you're a celebrity, the eyes are on you.
Yeah.
Back then, I think she knew that eyes were on her, but not as many eyes as would be on her. And I'm looking at her like, oh, you really don't know what you viral looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody finna be on you.
Yeah.
But here's the funniest thing. She showed me the guys that she liked. I couldn't believe any of them. Like, none of them. Like, one of the main reasons why I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to like managers, because like at that time I was trying to get her to understand that these tweets that she were doing were like going to set her in the wrong path initially. But don't get me wrong, this is another thing that I think you could be right and wrong at the same time, because I feel like I was definitely right and I was wrong, because even the wrong path could work. Like I would be like, Blueface, Krishan, y'all shouldn't be like doing that.
But
then they could still work.
So does she like him or not?
Wait, hold on, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So she was tweeting at the time, Thug, like, oh my God, Thug, I really love Thug. Thug is my dream guy, that kind of shit, like public. I'm like, are you serious right now? Or is this like because Thug is on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and she's like, no. Are you like, we're having a long, like real conversation. Like, she's like, no, Thug is so fine. I just can't believe it, right? She pulling up pictures of Thug. I'm trying to look like, I don't know what it is you're looking at, right? Then she told me Playboy Cardi was fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Playboy Cardi? You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that she named that night, I don't want to put out everybody, you know what I'm saying? But anybody that she named that night was like, I just would have never thought that you would have, like, the type of people that she would be naming would be like Uzi, or like, and not saying Uzi's not attractive to some people, but it's just like, oh, I didn't know that's who you would be into. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at a Ruby Rose, you like, oh, I didn't think that you would be into, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like that. And she like, what? Hell yeah. She like, Boss Man Gutter. You're like, who the fuck is Boss Man Gutter? And like, she pull up some underground rapper that she really like, yeah, this nigga's so fly. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's kind of striking to me, like, no, you really don't know. But I would tell people this about women, like, bro, a lot of women, and so I do think that she could be into Drewski, because a lot of women are into funny guys, one. Guys that don't make them feel like every other guy makes them feel. Like every other guy's just, oh, and maybe this guy's not like that, Yeah. But I also think this is really important. A lot of women do pay for their looks, but some women don't pay for their looks. They just happen to look like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the car with this one girl, shout out Big Hair Mac. I'm in the car with this one girl. We're going to party for Tyrese, and she's just, how certain girls you want to show up to the party with you. You know what I mean? She knows how to dress. She knows how to put her, aesthetic together that, when you walk in, everyone's gonna be like, damn, who's that? You know what I mean? Type of thing, right? So we're in the car and we're playing some song. It might have been some R&B. It's a car full of ladies, right? Yeah. She's like, who's got the ox? Like, put on some Gucci Man, right? Now, the girl got a big afro, you know what I'm saying? She looks so sultry. And she's from North Carolina, and she just really loved, like, not mainstream Gucci Man. She like the gutter Gucci songs you ain't never heard. And you just looking at her like, damn, you like Gucci Man? I would have approached you the whole wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have came up like, hey, what's up, my soul sister? Can I take you to a poetry night? And she was like, yeah, I hate guys who approach me like that. But that's how she looks, like her aesthetic. So I think a lot of these girls, it's like you got to be you because you don't know what you're attracting. You know what I'm saying? They got a fine-ass girl that's robbing niggas every day. No, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a fine-ass girl that loves cooking, one that loves to play golf. They got a fine-ass girl that loves to play video games. Yeah. So it's like if you going to be somebody else, it's not going to work. But I feel like, again, that's a misconception in relationships. I think that most women don't want to put together a guy.
Dang, for real?
Definitely. I would. We could do a poll on this.
Nah, I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
I think that they want like a guy that's groomed, like, I know you're clean. I think that's what's important to women. Like, I know you're clean. Like, I know you shower, your ears ain't dirty. I'm looking at your nails. Yeah. But I think, like, I don't really want you in the mirror more than me for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I can see that.
A guy that's, like, you would think, like, why is Jason Statham, why is he so attractive to women?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's bald. Most niggas would think them going bald would be, like, the end of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, he's, like, not trying to hide it bald. You know what I mean? Like, Or you just think Jack Nicholson. You know, like prime Jack Nicholson never had his hair really done. It was always,
yeah.
you know, but bitches like, man, I love Jack Nicholson. You know, like I think that when you just kind of like have I think that's why a lot of women kind of fell off. Why we talking about dating? Why a lot of women fell off the Will Smith Jada train, because it was like, damn, I liked Will because I thought he was like the epitome of like a man. You know what I'm saying? When I found out that he's put together, but it looked like he following it, man, I really don't. You know, I'm not really into that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn, Bad Boys 2 was good as a movie. That movie was good. Did you see that?
the last
Bad
one,
Boys 2? Or no, 4? Or is it 4?
the last one,
The
that
last
came
one
out.
that just
No, I haven't
came out?
seen it.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't even
shit
know it
was-
was out yet.
That shit was good, bro. I really enjoyed that. I really
Okay.
enjoyed. I feel like they had a message in it too. Like I feel like
The therapy
they was
message.
veering towards like the universe. Like you know how like I feel like that's where like religion is going to a place where it's like it's not so bad to be like, I'm not really feeling it. You
Yeah,
know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And
right.
it's like, you know, I believe in like the universe and vibration and, you know, maybe God is in me and, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
maybe we're all God and maybe, you know, just people are okay with the questions. And I feel like there was a moment where like he died, but like it wasn't like he went to heaven though. It was just kind of like he kind of like saw a vision and then he came back and then he just kept saying like, nah, the universe told me I can't die. You know, and it was, man, my bad,
Right.
y'all. But you know, it was just like, it was interesting because if you into that type of thing, you
That's
think,
kind of interesting because a movie would have for sure gave you the Jesus.
yeah, they would have gave you the like,
Right.
and you would have
Yeah.
saw like this light or it wasn't. It was dark actually. Like
Wow.
they was at a beach, but it was dark. It wasn't light. It wasn't lit up. So it was just like, and I felt like, you know, if you on that wave, then you kind of like, whoa, that's kind of the wave I'm on. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like, I was like, oh, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Because like you say, you
Yeah.
know, it would have been like,
For a major movie picture, you know, major movie studio to do that, and then with major actors, that because you know, like it's like when you go to the awards, they all got to thank the same guy.
yeah.
And now, a lot of artists kind of like am not thanking the guy. You know, like a lot of them are thanking themselves. Like Snoop even said on one thing, he's like, I like thank my mother but myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been, you know, what is kind of interesting. Like in a total pivot, but this is so interesting. That would be the main thing that would piss me off. And I'm not a person that, this is me pissed off, you guys. So I'm not, that'd be the main thing that pissed me off in managing the models. Just about every model I managed claimed to be religious. Whether they put it out there or not. The same way like you'll see like an Alexis Sky, like I did Alexis Sky's first pictures. And you'll see like Alexis Sky very much in the church right now. I did China's first magazine. You'll see China is very much in the, you know, church right now. But a lot of the girls that I was actually managing would be like, thank God, thank God, thank God. And imagine me not being religious. I'm like, wait, hold on. Thank me. I just drove over here. You know what I'm saying? Took the last of my money, drove over here. So you know what I'm saying? This kind of shit. And they would always say some shit like, whatever God has for me, you can't stop. And I'm like, I ain't trying to stop nothing. But I don't like, you know what? I used to say that actually, and I switched it up. I used to say I don't like people saying thank God, right? For things that I did. But now I do like them saying thank God because what I did has nothing to do with God. So imagine this. I drive you to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? You're like, thank God. Yeah, thank God. Because you owe me for driving you to Mexico. You understand? Hey. You can't just, because most people would think that a thanks is basically replenishing you for what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I said thanks.
yeah.
Wait, hold on, bro.
That ain't enough.
That's not enough. So I'm like, wait, actually, Thank God. No, don't thank me. I need mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it started making me think like, hold on. I'm never getting my just dues, because anytime it's time for me to get paid, you keep saying God did it.
What made you? At what point? What made you be like, I'm not fucking with it?
With God or with that?
With religion,
them?
just with, you know what I mean?
I
Like your
stopped
views.
messing with religion early on because I was raised.
Like, what's
Muslim.
your view? What's your view now? And then what made?
Well, right
you,
now I'm not religious in any way, shape, size, or form.
But do you believe in God?
No.
Damn.
But if I don't believe, period. So if you ask if I believe in anything or if I believe anything, then I would say no, because I don't believe. I feel things, I experience things, I don't believe things, right? Now, in terms of quote unquote God, my experience or my view of God is that we're all gods. And right now, if I wanted to slap the fuck out of you right now, that doesn't mean that you're going to let me. You know what I'm saying? You might have a whole different thought to punch me in the face. You feel what I'm saying? Or block me or dodge out the way, right?
Yeah.
So I could say that I'm in control of my godly powers, but to me, God, quote unquote, is the totality of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That these lights are on, that we're sitting down, that we're, you know what I mean?
So
like,
what got you there?
the first thing was my mom. I grew up in a religious household. Now, when I look back on it, I think that a lot of people were tricked to be religious because they grew up in a time that we weren't. The religious people had Instagram and Twitter before we did. You feel me? So,
What you mean by that?
I mean, like a Muslim, the Muslims, would always have a newspaper, right?
Okay.
The Christians had their newspaper, Bibles, pamphlets, all that type of stuff. If you see the average person, average cult, gang, Crips, you never seen no Crips with a Crip paper going around passing out Crip flyers. You understand what I'm saying?
With a Crip paper?
Yeah. No, but imagine how many Crips you would recruit if you was just outside the store like, yo, join the Crips, join the Crips, join the Crips, join the Crips, join the Crips.
And they had a Bible and shit?
Yeah, exactly. Had a little Bible book
with
that you could
rules.
read. So they was actually a part of a publishing company before most of us were a part of a publishing company. So they got a lot of our parents with that because back then they don't even really got a TV.
So
you
did
know what I'm
something
saying?
happen like where you was like,
Well, this is what I'm saying. So, and when I'm about 14, my mom, she would always be reading encyclopedias, all that kind of stuff. And she started looking in a religious book. She'd be like, at the time, we're Muslim. And they're referring to God as he. But in Islam, God isn't gender.
Yeah.
So she's like, why does this book keep saying he if God's not a gender? So when she starts bringing this to the preacher and the pastor and everything like that, or the imam, right? They're like, sister, just don't look at that. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And my mom is the type of person you just can't say that to
She
at
needs
all.
some proof.
What? My mom is going deep, you know what I'm saying, at all times, right? Like I said, this is in the 90s. She got encyclopedias everywhere at the time that people can't pull out encyclopedias, right?
Yeah.
All of us had to have library cards, that kind of thing. So at this time, I kind of disowned my mom when
Because you was into it still.
yeah, I mean, mom and dad, y'all told us that if somebody don't do this religion,
They going to
then
hell.
they going to hell.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. Everybody you ever
That's the
put us
thing
around.
I don't like about it. I don't like that part.
Yeah.
That you got to do this or you going in hell. Like,
Do Christians want you talking to Muslims?
I don't think it's about talking. I think it just come down
Do
to
Christians want you going to the mosque? Do Muslims
don't
want
know.
you going to church? They might not be like, they might not jump in the way of it, but it's not something that they're like, yeah, you
Yeah,
should
go
to
do
the-
that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
I
go
get
do
that.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So imagine if you're growing up in like a Muslim household or a lot of Christian households or Jewish households, you don't know it, but everybody you know is Christian. You know what I'm saying? Everyone you know is Jewish. Everyone you know is Muslim. You know what I'm saying? The kids that you play with is Muslim. They parents, they family, they uncles, they cousins. So when you say you're not a religion no more, you basically saying you out of the whole circle of shit that we doing. You know, you're not finna go to the church. You're not finna talk to Sister Mary no more, or the conversation's finna be different. Everyone finna say you went crazy because when we go there, they're going to be like, where your mom at? Is she sick? Is she, and you're going to have to say, she
all
don't
right.
come
So
here no
moms
more.
was questioning.
Mom was out of it. A couple years later, like, you know, you got to think to yourself, I know my mom's not crazy though. So what made her think that? So as it settled in, I just had time to not have parents telling me I had to be religious every day because my mom's out of it. They're arguing. I moved with my uncle, you know, that stuff. Anyway, so
Damn, it got that deep? Like,
religion broke up our whole house for sure, bro. Like, you know, like, because they were, at a time, a lot of households argue over who's more religious. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they'll tell you you're not being religious. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my mom
Like,
and dad never, like, we wasn't like a religious household. They never pushed anything on me. So I don't, you know what I mean? We never
yeah,
argued
in a
about.
religious household, talk to a person who got a religious parents, they'll tell you, damn, I can't really do that because if my granny, who is super religious, find out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, wait, you nowhere around your granny. You don't understand my granny, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that's the kind of, like, I didn't curse until I was 15 because what I thought my dad would think about me cursing. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing, right? So,
Dang.
so yeah, no, I'm just being
Nah, but
real.
Eric was like that too, though. Eric didn't cuss till like,
And he was Christian, or
he was
is
Christian. He was
yeah,
Christian.
you know, so that they have that kind of stronghold on you where they keep bringing you to the place, they keep instilling it on you. You got to keep reading the book. They want to, you know, and they checking you on it all the time. Like in Islam, they'll be like, Assalamu alaikum, and you supposed to say this back equally or better. So you're supposed to say like, wa alaikum assalam or wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, right? And in Christianity, you'd be like, God is good.
all the time.
They watching if you say that. You know what I'm saying? If you say God is good, and you be like, yep, they be like, what you mean, yep, bro? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Yep.
You be-
So,
you
all right,
going
so
to
you moved
church.
to your uncle's house.
They just did that to someone on the Breakfast Club.
Word.
To Candace Owens. Charlemagne said, God is good. And then Candace Owens said, he sure is. And then they was like, no, God is good. And she was like, indeed he is. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, you don't know you supposed to say all the time? You know, and then he said it to
No way.
Yeah, hell yeah. Then he said it to Jess Hilarious. He said, God is good all the time, God is good.
They wasn't playing with her?
No, bro, they was being for real. They was trying to black card her. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's basically saying, does Candace Owens have a black card? So they brung her there. God is good.
Oh,
God is good.
that's interesting.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
yeah, so they do that, right? Mm-hmm. So religion, I started just seeing it from the outside, but about the time I'm 17, the conversations with my mom, she's saying shit like, fuck God. I would say I'm more spiritual than religious. I had the same reaction as you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't say it there.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Then, as I started just really going on in religion, I started really realizing religion is about copyrights and patents, bro. It's an actual work that somebody has. Somebody created it. You know what I'm saying? Every religion. And they're all owned and they all operate. And it's kind of funny because we were talking about attire. I do attire. This is a deeper thing right here. Perfect for a podcast. All religions are scams to make you buy clothing.
What?
Yes.
I never heard that.
Yeah. All religions are scams to make you buy clothing. So let's take any religion. They all have their outfit. They have a church outfit. You might not wear it. You might come as you are. But there is a church outfit. There is a Muslim outfit. There is a nation,
What's a Muslim outfit?
A thobe, a hijab, a kufi. You understand? Then they got the Nation of Islam outfit that you know is the bow tie with the suit. Now, you understand, if you're in the Nation, it's a different outfit, right? If you're a Jew, you got the Jew cap. You know what I'm saying? Where's your, yarmulke, type of thing, right? If you're in a Buddhist, they got the outfit. You know what I'm saying? A monk got the outfit. They not just, everybody has a religious outfit. Funniest thing about Christianity's outfits is based in cotton. So when they took cotton and linens. So when you see the person giving the speech, they not finna come out in a patent leather suit. Never. You'll never see your pastor come out in a patent leather suit. Never. Because patent, what?
No, I'm just thinking about a patent leather
It just
suit.
sounds
Like,
crazy, right? So we
don't-
not listening to what you're really saying. we really focus that you got on a patent leather suit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now imagine you could have on a suit if it's wool, cotton, linen. If you change that to some sparkles, get out of here. Some patent leather, get out of here. A leather suit, get out of here. Any of these type of materials, lace, get out of here, man. Like, so you actually are underlining, if you're in most religions, you're in the cotton business, bro. Like, real talk, in the cotton business. And you wouldn't imagine, but imagine, that's why Kanye talked about this some years ago, but I don't think that he really knew at the time, so I don't think he really said it as deep. He said, since Adam and Eve bit the apple, it's been a sin to be naked. So all religion is somehow based off of, if you're improper, if you're dressed too adorned or slutty, or, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's in your clothes.
That's an interesting take,
Oh, it's
bro.
in your
never